Hold on, family. So Jada Pinkett Smith goes on her TV show, Red Table Talk, to discuss with her husband, Will Smith, her transgressions, her entanglement that she got herself into about 4 or 5 years ago when she basically stepped out and, cheated on Will Smith or, was having relations with August Alsina. Now, technically you could say that they weren't together, they were temporarily separated, and that's that's cool. But the big question that I have leaving that whole discussion that Jada and Will had, when is it okay? Is it okay to tell the whole world your business? Not even the whole world. Is it okay if you're in a serious relationship, y'all, or you're married, to tell a small group of people everything and let everybody know your business? Let's talk about it.
You said you love me and you wanna have my child. But like Janet, you said, Sean, let's wait a while. What was taking you so long to say yes? With that deaf body,
You already know it's AP, y'all, and I'ma just keep it 100. I'ma keep it 1,000 with y'all like I always do. You already know. It's your man, it's your boy. To be 100% transparent, I know all of us have done some things in our past that we're not really happy about, you know what I'm saying? And that includes in relationships, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us have had toxic, destructive relationships that have meant us no good at some point in our life. And, the whole Will Smith, Jada Pinkett thing and August Alsina thing had me thinking, especially over the last couple of days, about how it's not good, y'all, to get yourselves in an entanglement and invite other people to the dinner table. And what I mean by that is, let's just say, you have a little private, little intimate dinner, with your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, invite them to the dinner. Y'all come to the dinner table too. Have a seat. Your wife cooked macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, green beans, collard greens, ham hocks, even though I don't like ham hocks, y'all. She cooked all this festive type of food, sweet potatoes, and she got to cook the desserts and pies and all that. Just you and your wife chilling. Would you invite a total stranger to your dinner table to come and eat your food at that dinner table? All that delicious food that your wife prepared, got you, sitting at the table feeling all good. A little bit of music playing in the background. Would you invite like a total stranger? Like just open up your door to your house and be like, yo, y'all come in and have some of this good food. I say that in relation to say this. If you're in a relationship and things are going rocky, things are not going good, you might be having the roughest time ever with your mate. Even though you love him, you love her, it might get on your nerves. You might be ready to just get them up out of here. Is it cool to put other people in the mix of what y'all got going on? Now, it's always good to confide in the Lord. That's what you're supposed to do. You're always supposed to ask him first, what direction should I go in? Please give me a sign. And that sign might not come like that. Boom, pow. It might not come like that. But the thing is, consult him first. And if you got a close friend or somebody who you feel really, really, really is trustful, y'all, it's nothing wrong with consulting somebody like that. My personal opinion would be to consult some professional help, like somebody that actually has degrees and certifications in that particular area of relationships and marriages and stuff like that. Not necessarily a pastor all the time, y'all, because sometimes that could be a slippery slope depending on the maturity level of the pastor or how that could be a slippery slope. Let's just leave it at that. But my biggest thing is, y'all, in my personal opinion, I feel that you should just keep whatever you got going on between you and God. You know what I'm saying? And if God don't give you a sign, God is going to give you a sign. Trust. Even when it comes with situations that I have been in that don't got nothing to do with relationships, I've always went with my gut. My gut. You know what I'm saying? My heart, my instinct. You know what I'm saying? That godly instinct, because God has always made it a way for me to be like, yo, Aunt, do this, do that, don't do this. Yo, you might not want to hop in that water, Aunt. You know why? Because you might drown. Then you might not be living to see tomorrow. God is always going to provide you with some form of an answer or some form of a remedy to your situation. So in relation to say that to the Will Smith Jada thing, I don't think it's appropriate to tell the world your business. I don't think it's appropriate to tell your friends your business. I've been a victim. Telling people certain things that has went on in, you know, a past relationship or two in my life. And this was more than likely, you know what I'm saying, when I was in my late, you know, mid-20s, you know, so I was a young boy, you know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this. You might not want to tell nobody nothing if you can, especially people that you know might potentially run their mouth, because guess what's going to happen, y'all? Somebody that you know, you're going to tell them your biz, and they're going to pillow talk and tell somebody else. And then that somebody else is going to tell somebody else that you know. And then that somebody else is going to tell somebody else. And before you know it, yo, it's like the coronavirus. Everybody done heard your business. And that's not cool, especially if you plan on, especially if you really genuinely care about this person and y'all just in a heated moment to where you just got to run and tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, because you're so angry, you're so frustrated. So the thing is, try not to tell nobody, because if you really, really love and care for this person, y'all, not even love, if you just genuinely care for this person and you pretty much know that y'all gonna get back together after that little incident is over with, guess what? Not only is everybody gonna know your business, but when you go post them pictures on Instagram, let's just have some real talk. When you post them pictures on Instagram or Facebook or, you know what I'm saying, Twitter, if you happen to post pictures on Twitter, a lot of people don't. But when you post them pictures on IG, you and your girl, you and your guy, loved up, hugged up like this, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might be on a boat, on a cruise, you know what I mean? Y'all like this, like that. People gonna look at y'all and be like, look at these two. Wasn't they just arguing last week? Wasn't they just cussing it out? Wasn't he just telling so-and-so his bit? Wasn't she just calling him up? Wasn't he? And see, that's the thing. You do not want to get yourself in a situation, in a quagmire, yes, we're going to get mad at our significant others. Yes, we're going to get frustrated with the person that came over at 1 o'clock in the morning because we just couldn't hold our horniness and everything that was built up inside of us over the last couple months and the last couple years. Yes, we're going to feel like we want to run and tell somebody, our closest friends, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, and everybody our biz. Yes, we get frustrated and angry and totally upset with our husbands and our wives, if you're married. I'm saying all of that to say and conclude by saying, trust them. I know it's hard. I know it takes a little bit of faith. It takes a lot of faith. I know it takes you being able to see the unseen. I go through this all the time, y'all, for real. But we got to be able to trust him, knowing that God is going to make it all right. Give it to him. Give it to him. We ain't going to get that answer tonight. We might not get that answer this year. We might not get that answer for another 2 years. But God is strategically doing some things right now, not only in the world, but in our lives. And we got to really trust him. Because basically, y'all, all we got right now is trust. All we got right now is love, to give. You know, stores is closed. People is out of jobs. Ain't no money, the money's short. All we got is love, y'all. So just trust him. And before you go out running, telling, before you go out Will Smith, before you go out Jada Pinkett it, y'all, just give it to him. Give it to him. And wait for that answer. And if you don't get it, wait. And then, you know, seek somebody with some degrees, somebody that got some professional, you know, tools, you know, to where they could really give you some sound advice. If you're married, if you're in a relationship, whatever. But first of all, just trust them. That's all you got to do. It's AP, y'all. It's AP. You already know. I'm going to hit y'all with the real. It's AP. See y'all soon. Talk to y'all soon. For real. Always trust. For real. Peace.